Okay, lunch is done and we're off to harvest our little experiment plot now that the combine's all been fixed by our lovely agricultural mechanic. It's been an interesting couple of days, and certainly editing has had to be a little bit more creative than usual, so it gives me a chance to try some different things though. Oh, looks like one of the students forgot to put the seeder away. NotYetDead may want to use this later this afternoon once he's got the fields all prepared. I'll be nice and fill it up for him, I think. Right, there we go. I'll just park this over here. I think he's up doing the lime now, possibly, so he might need access to here if he needs some more. Some nice, well, hopefully nice music quietly playing away in the background here, just to give some ambience. I think the sunflowers will be ready for harvesting in the next day or two. So again, as you will have noticed, we've split this day of NotYetDead's visit, the second day of NotYetDead's visit to the college and training, into 2 episodes. Because it was, I gotta be honest, I gave him quite a lot to do. And it's gonna take him into this evening, I think, before he gets finished. And then he has to run and catch his train. Okay. Here we are. Now, if you remember, the point of this little experiment was to see if we could reduce the level of nitrogen in a field down to 0, so that we could then get the perfect nitrogen level for sowing soybeans. So we put this canola, which uses roughly around about 180 kilograms per hectare, depending on your soil type, in here, and we didn't add any additional fertilizer to bring it up to the perfect levels. We just left it in the hope that it would use up all of the remaining N in the field from the previous crop. So we'll check that out. And yes, we have got 0. It's worked. It's used up all the remaining fertilizer, and we are now down to 0 in this field, so it's perfect for us to now put in soybeans. We will though have to add some lime first before we sow the soybeans, but yeah, there we go. It actually worked. I'll check it again in a little bit just to make sure that was just because the soil at the top's a little bit different type. I think at the top end it's silty clay, whereas down here it's loam, so it'll be interesting to see if that's worked over the whole of the field. I'm also kind of hoping that, I mean, I know these last episodes have probably been a bit different, but I hope you've enjoyed them all the same. As I say, they have made post-editing interesting and a bit challenging, but in a good way, I think. So, yeah, it's also meant I've probably time-lapsed a bit more than what I normally would, so I'm trying to avoid time-lapsing here by adding in a bit of music and me speaking during the editing, you know, later. But I've certainly enjoyed the past couple of days on here on the farm. It's been good. Let me check this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's been good having a special guest on the farm who's also a vlogger. And then once again, I'd encourage you to go and check out their channel. Hopefully I'll remember and put the link to their channel in the description. And I did do in my earlier, during the editing of our earlier videos, so hopefully I've remembered to do that again this time. Right, let's go and check here as well, because as I say, it's slightly different soil type up here. And yep, we've still got 0 kilograms of N left in this field, so yeah, it's the experiment has worked, but also, of course, it's going to have a knock-on effect to the yield of this canola. And I will sow the canola again in this field after we've done the nitrogen at the level it requires to see what the difference in yield is. So I will write down what we get from today's yield. This is interesting. I don't know what's going on with pH for this, because of course I pH this field, but I haven't really had anything in it apart from, well, I guess we did have some oilseed radish in it. But yeah, I'm finding that the fields are seeming to require pH after just one harvest rather than 3. I'm trying to work out why that is. I think it could be because I've been moving between, you know, the farm and my home. So when I'm clocking in and out, shall we say, I think it's possibly having an impact on the lime levels, although not on the nitrogen, interestingly enough. Not that I've noticed as yet. You can probably see in the box, the bottom left hand corner there, that yeah, our yield is definitely getting confused at where I want to go. Yield is definitely down. You can see this pH. Yeah, so if you look at the 3 middle fields, the yield is a bit higher, but in here the yield's certainly down a bit. apparently, so yeah, but by how much I don't know, and the question is it worth sacrificing a yield of a crop such as getting a perfect yield, so to speak, a field such as oilseed rape, so that I can in the next crop, i.e. soybeans, aim to get a higher yield. We shall see. Hopefully we shall see anyway if it all works out. But it does seem, I mean, in a plot this size it probably may matter. I mean, the yield loss will probably be not too bad. I might have to work out the percentages at a later date. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm actually enjoying listening to this music in the background as well. That means I downloaded quite a few tracks from YouTube's audio library the other day, because it's all royalty free, non-copyright music that we could use in our videos and stuff. But there's lots, and trying to find stuff that I think suitable for my videos takes a bit of time, and I've just used up quite a few of them just in this one video alone. It's fine, I'll go to look for some more. I've been looking at some other sites and stuff, and I probably will try and get around to getting finding sites where I can get some music. There are licenses that you can buy to use music on videos and stuff as well, but I'm not making money off of these, so I'm a bit reticent to pay for a license to use some music. If I were making money, I might consider it, depending on, again, how much money I made. It might then be worth considering paying for the odd license. Nothing too expensive though. And only if I like it clearly as well. But something to think about. But for now though, I'm really happy that this experiment has worked, and in the fact that the aim was to find a way to reduce the end content to 0. Okay. Right, I haven't brought up the auger, so I was hoping that I would get it, and I have managed to get it all into the harvester. Basically because we haven't really got many tractors available right now. So yeah, it's all good, we've got it in there. You see it's just over 10,000 litres. So not a huge amount. As I say, at a later date, after we've done the soybeans, and then we'll put canola back in at the correct end rate and see what we get in terms of yield. How much higher it is. I mean, if it's lots higher, it might not be worth doing. But okay, I'm still happy with what we did manage to do. Right, I'll go and we'll empty out the combine, drop off the header as well, probably drop the header off first. And then I think I'll go and do some ploughing, because the students started ploughing the field the other night there, and field 13, and it still needs to be completed, so I'm going to take over for a while, but then I'll probably pass it to one of the students in a bit. Okay. So yeah.
Right, I'll put the lime spreader back.
Okey-doke.
And hang on.
So I normally finish work on the farm at 4 o'clock, but so you've just got to sow a crop now?
Unless you want me to put some muck down
Oh,
first.
manure, yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, stick some muck down. Yeah. I gotta go and plough a field, so if you stick down the muck. There's,
Okay.
depending on, so this is your basic sowing machine here, but seeder and the planter's over there, so depending on what you decide to sow. Let's get on with this ploughing then. As I say, I'm not going to do it all of myself because I don't want to be working too late again tonight, because yesterday was a really long day already. So I'm going to make a start, and then I'll pass it on to one of our students, one who wasn't working late last night. But I'm also going to time lapse a bit of this too, I think. So I'll set up a bit of funkier music, I think, is to say, in the background just now, and then I'll turn it up when we move to time lapse in just a few more seconds. In which case, I'll speak to you all again in a little bit. Catch you later. So that's me pretty much finished now for today. I'll come back later to just sort out NotYetDead, check how he's got on, but I'm going to clock out and head home, grab some tea. You know, I just realised I forgot to say to you that I did finally get round to booking my holidays the other night, so that will be in about a week or two from now. I'll be jetting off. But I'm hungry and I need to get him and grab some tea. And as I say, I'll come back here later to check on how NotYetDead's done and just finish up. But it's all good. So I will see you all in a little bit when we come back. Catch you later.
There we go, just finish off the last little bit. Here's Titch come up to see if I've actually done a proper job or not. There we go, last little bit of fertilising done, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. Hey Titch. Hey.
Well, you've had a long day anyway today.
It's been a very long day.
Yeah.
It's been good though, enjoyed it.
I finished a little bit earlier, but I've just popped back to get you done. Oh look, this is yeah, perfect. Ready to harvest as well. What time did you say you were going home at?
It's going to get a wee bit dark soon, I think.
Yeah.
I could cut this, it wouldn't take long.
I've only got a small mower, so yeah, it's fine. Right, I think, I mean, the farmer who now owns this, he'll be happy.
That's true, actually, of course, because
Yeah.
it's not even college fields, are they?
No. But he was happy for us to do this, because he knew he was going to get all this
I was going
done.
to say,
Yeah.
he should be paying you, I don't know about anything else.
So, what's it saying? 100, so you've put canola in, or else
Yep.
you do pH 7, nitrogen 160.
160.
I think I've seen it. I think maybe on loam it's 180. Sorry, I've just had my tea.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's
Yeah,
grand.
it's true, actually, yeah, it's 160 all the way across, but of course, I suppose the advantage being, I suppose, that the field is all one soil type, which actually helps, doesn't it? Because you've got multiple
Yeah.
soil types in a field, you're going to get patches that aren't going to be quite.
No, even like because of the precision farming, it should end up like this, even when you've got multiple soil
I
types.
suppose because it should take that into account when it's putting the stuff down, right?
It does, because it does it
I
all
did-
through the GPS, so it knows exactly what to put where. It's quite clever
Yeah.
setup. So no,
I
that's
did
grand.
notice though, as you were I did notice though, as you were saying the other day, and I mean obviously it's a different seeder to the one that I've got on the farm,
Yeah,
but it seemed to use a lot less seed and a lot less fertilizer than we would.
yeah.
Is
That's the
kind of part of
precision
it.
farming again. Yeah. That's why
cool.
you'll save money in the long run. Well, I think you've definitely passed this bit of your course anyway.
Nice, thank you very
Flying
much.
colours. So
Well,
yeah,
great
you're
time.
good to go with your precision farming anyway. So yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for all you've done, Titch.
Yeah.
It's been a really good couple of days.
yeah. No, it's been good.
Yes, certainly lots to take back to the farm, and lots of investment to be made, I think,
Yeah.
moving
Right.
on and doing things differently. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And well, I might come back for another course another time.
Yeah, if we're still here, you're welcome to come back, or even come visit me if I ever get set up on my own. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely do that. Perfect. Thank you, Titch.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope to see you again. Bye for now.